folks, and welcome to Some Codex. Last week I was riding my bike on my way home and there were a lot of leaves on the street. I'm laughing because I know how this video is gonna end. Anyway, you might say, well, there are tons of leaves during winter season. You're right. The thing is that the rhythm produced by the two wheels hitting those leaves was very interesting. And I was wondering, how could I write down those rhythms in musical notation? Then the idea. Why not to record those sounds and use them as triggers essentially for a drum machine or a synthesizer? So I made an arm to install on my bike with this mic mount, this shock mount, this clamp. I love these things. And of course rubber bands to absorb vibrations. As you can listen from this audio file, the result was not as good as I thought.
Nice.
I started by installing the arm with my beloved SE7 mic. Not sponsored. I love that mic and I used it because it's very lightweight. Next, I secured the XLR cable to the bike frame with tape and connected it to my portable recorder, which was safely tucked away in a military bag. Quick sound check and we're good to go. I wandered the city streets for half an hour on the lookout for interesting leaves. The bike noise and wind were pretty bad despite the rubber bands, so I had to clean up the recording. I applied some EQ to get rid of the low frequency rumble. Then I leveled the track and used the noise gate to isolate peaks only. At this point, I started developing a plug data patch to send Midi notes when the amplitude was above a certain level, and this is one of the first tests I made. Using the sound of leaves as trigger source for drum parts, it's not a good idea. You should have more regular time interval between the peaks, and you cannot control this with the microphone installed on the rear of your bike, of course. But if you want to use these unquantized sound sources to trigger musical notes, maybe to make ambient music or similar genres, that's a fantastic idea. I was not 100% convinced about Leaves' sound, so I said, why not to use a music piece to trigger notes on a synthesizer? So I used this piano recording I made last year. I tuned the Midi note in the same key of the piece, and this is the final result. We finally arrived at the end of this video. If you want to download my prototype patch to convert audio peaks into random MIDI notes, you can download it from my Patreon page. The link is in the video description. And of course, if you want to support my channel and my content creation, consider joining my Patreon. That is the easiest way you can support this channel. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Ciao, ciao!